Danny, you wrote about it, 710sports.com. We got into it today on our NFL Roundtable. John Clayton and Mike Sando convinced me once again why Earl Thomas is the best player on the Seahawks team.
If you sit there and talk about the best players at their positions, who is closest to being considered the best at his position? In my mind, there's two candidates. It is left tackle Russell Okung, and it's safety Earl Thomas. And I think Thomas is the guy that is closer, and in terms of his skill set, what he allows the defense to do, the impact he has on every play that he's on the field. I think it's Thomas.
So you're going the anti-Seahawk way. I mean, you realize what you're doing here is the anti-John Schneider way. He doesn't grade and evaluate based on the rest of the league, right? He based on what's in-house. And you're telling me that Earl Thomas is the best player. Take away everybody else, and I'm sorry that Troy Polamalu and Ed Reed aren't in their prime. I'm sorry that your comparisons right now are who? Deshaun Goldson, and who's the next best safety?
Eric Berry.
Yeah, don't make it about them. Make it about what's in your house. And in your building, you're telling me that Earl Thomas is a better player than Okung, that Earl Thomas is better than Percy, that Earl is better than Richard Sherman as Clayton, or like I said, that Earl is a better football player than Russell Wilson.
There's a question of, if you didn't have Earl Thomas, would you be able to find somebody that does the same things that he does? There's a value that he has because of the way he plays. And my answer to you would be maybe Eric Berry, but Eric Berry's had a reconstructive knee surgery. There's no one in this game, certainly not Deshaun Goldson, that plays with the range that Earl Thomas has from sideline to sideline that allows you to put him back and the single high safety and to go sideline to sideline to man up out there and get an extra defender up close in the box. The impact that has down in and down out makes him more of an impact than any other defensive player on that field.
It's funny, I thought you came from the sports section of the Seattle Times. You're like a Politico. You're not answering the question. You still made it about Eric Berry and the rest of the league. I don't care about the rest of the league. I'm talking about in that building.
What he allows them to do when he gets back up and lines up single high, the range he has, if there's another player that you were able to plug in that would be marginally close, value over replacement. Wins over replacement. It's a baseball measurement. But that is a very, when you're talking about the best and the guy, Earl Thomas brings something that I don't think any other safety in the game does.
Wilsonism does not allow me to say anybody but Russell Wilson.
Quarterbacks.
Thank you.